What's up, everybody? It's your boy AP Trades, and here's my trade recap on how I made $480 today trading the Nasdaq. Let's get into it. So basically, coming in today, right? This was my trade, right? And now I'll show you. So coming into today, right? What was I thinking? So we overnight already dumped a lot of points, and we were clearly bearish in the sense. Let me get rid of this. We were very bearish in the sense, right? ES was also just dumping high, and I can tell that we were in a market make or sell model, right? But what I was noticing is this big ass SMT right here, external SMT, where ES took this and was continuing to dump, where Nasdaq was also, market open. Sure, it dumped as well with the 930, and I thought that we could get a Judas swing off this, but we did not. But what I saw then, Nasdaq was going higher, and we were kind of maintaining this SMT, and this SMT was validating now longs, right? And especially we are also in this 1 hour, swept this 1 hour intermediate low, and with this external SMT made me confident for longs. Now I was actually wanting more of a con to 1 hour unfilled. But I saw this 5 minute, and normally I don't take 5 minutes just because of how they play out. But this was an instantaneous 5 minute V-shaped inverse that I had to take, and it was just so clear to me. But I actually did not enter on the actual um, 5 minute inverse, right? I think I entered a little bit when it went lower, which my RR was a little bit like it wasn't exactly a 1-to-1 in a way, but it was still basically a 1-to-1, right? So either way, what was my trade idea behind this, and why did I take this? First off, again, as I said before, we were dumping a lot overnight, and I knew we needed a rebalance. Now I was looking to get longs to this 1 hour unfilled, but the reason I didn't send my TP to it is mainly because of how far it was, and also I wasn't thinking that of how bearish we were that we were just gonna shoot to this. So I wanted more to take the low hanging fruit or just a slice of the pie essentially. So what I had here, right, was my draws. I saw that we had all this low resistance liquidity, essentially, but mainly because of all these swing highs and these relative equal highs that I sent my TP here. And if you saw on my TikTok what I posted, the sped up version of this trade on my phone, is I think I actually had my TP here for the 1 hour unfilled, but then I realized that I just wanted to take a 1-to-1 and set it to here, and that's what I got. And overall, I really do like this trade a lot. Why? Because it's an instant 5 minute V shape out of a 1 hour that has this very big and external SMT that is supporting us. And I mean, there's no way that we would like continue to dump so much as in the sense that we already did overnight without getting some sort of rebalance, right? Now I know maybe some of you guys took this and maybe held it to the 1 hour unfilled and then got break even, or you just exited at a 1-to-1. Right here, you can see my executions. Right, literally entered around here. Sorry, and exit around here. But I again did not really want this 1 hour, and you could see the delivery to it, right? If you're still in this trade or whatever, it's just really bad delivery. And honestly, I'm fine with the 1-to-1. And the one thing I do want to kind of point out on this, I was slightly emotional, as in the sense of this was my break even, but once I saw this S&T form, right? So ES took this quicker. I actually trailed my stop. And if I go back to it, I trailed my stop once we were here, and I saw this 1 minute. I actually trailed it right here, and then TP was set right here, and then look, it instantly got hit. But the reason I did that is because I was kind of worried, and I saw us then getting just suddenly bears. So I thought that the SMT off the 15-minute high would then make us be bearish in a sense. But of course, that doesn't really mean anything. And I just should have ignored that. But either way, I did hit full TP. And I just wanted to secure some profit, especially with the low trading frequency that I've been having recently. And then again, kind of talking about my trade in general, right? I had my stop loss at a little bit below the CE of the 5 minute wick. I honestly could have put it at the body, and I was thinking about that. And you don't need to put it in the full wick, because either way, look, it swept out this kind of recent 5 minute low, so no point of just going lower. And then again, TP at the first 15-minute high with all this LRL, and just overall, it just made more sense to me, as in the sense to set TP here, especially because this was the move that made us go down, into this sort of more discounted into the 1 hour, and then essentially reject off of it, right? And then you can see clearly what are we doing now, right? I'm recording this when price is still in the live market, and we're just chopping. Really, we're not really getting any good setups, which happened yesterday. And I've been realizing, guys, that these past few kind of weeks and in general, there will always be a setup between 9:30 to 10 o'clock that plays out, or at least there's a setup. So I've been wanting to take practically whatever setup presents itself, but of course a good one, whether that be the 9:30 swing that I've kind of developed. No, it's not the patty swing, it's the AP swing, right? Or whether that's, a cont, or this in this case a sort of mech in a way. And as I said before, I usually don't take 5 minutes, but when you have an instant V shape kind of 5 minute with an external SMT supporting, and just overall the narrative and the reason or idea behind the trade makes a lot of sense. So I hope you guys like that trade recap, and I hope tomorrow will be another blessed day. I'm ending off today with 480, and actually the whole month of March have been green. There was only one day um, that I didn't get a win, but it was technically supposed to be break even. Also, I did forget to do a P&L ski, so here it is right here. And you can kind of see, right, the first day or the first week I had this $4 loss, which actually was just me fucking up my break even placement. But other than that, I am green on the month, and I continue and hope to be green and pass this eval because we are at 51.7. So with that, guys, I hope you like this video again, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.